perpetrated by the Iranian regime. Now, as Prime Minister, I've made it clear time and again, Israel will never allow those who call for our annihilation to develop the means to achieve that goal. Tonight, Israel backs those words with action. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program.
All right, to wrap this up, how do y'all feel about that?
Well, obviously,
go ahead, Georgia. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm talking too damn much. I appreciate you guys letting me hear. But yeah, I think anytime we can stop nuclear proliferation, I think that's a good thing. I think that's good for all of us, the bootlickers and ass kickers alike, right? It's going to keep this whole thing spinning a lot longer. But I don't know. I don't trust Israel. I don't trust any government right now.
King J.
I agree with what Sergeant was saying, but I just don't like the way that it happened. I'm sorry, I can't agree with it, and I feel like it's going to spark a bigger escalation in the Middle East. This shit is going to expand to different borders, and the only question is now how far is it going to expand? Who's going to get pulled into it? And I just pray that it is not the United States and goddamn one of the other three big powers, because if it does, we have a whole nother problem on our hand.
I'm gonna go to the main event, but I have a theory, and I have been saying this even on the new party, because I don't know as much about the stuff in the Middle East. I really need to read up on it. I just feel like sometimes in nature we are made for conflict. Like that's how we resolve issues, especially men. Men have conflict, and there's usually a resolution. So I feel like maybe the reason why we can't tame Israel, Iran, and the Middle East is because they need to go. Everybody just need to step out. I don't know if y'all in the hood, we used to give two people boxing gloves, and it'd be like 20, 30 of us, and everybody hold hands and act like they the ring.
Hell yeah.
And let them fight it out. I really feel like that's what's going to have to happen. It's either going to be us, all the countries hold hands and let the Middle East do what they do. China, US, we all gonna have to hold hands, kumbaya, let them fight it out.
Leaders fight it out.
Or we're gonna have another world war. There's too much peace. We're gonna have to have a world war somewhere.
I agree with you, let them duke it out, but the problem is that there's like kids and innocent people and
that's life though.
People, and they're gonna get fucked up during that fight.
Guess what? If an asteroid is coming towards the Earth, it's not thinking about kids. When nature is in play, it's not thinking about families and kids. I know we try to be like that, but I just think there's been too much peace, too long.
I think we passed that.
It's like a volcano. Like
I
would say Yellowstone.
That whole past that stage is gone. Everybody look. I'm not too big on conspiracy theories, but we know Izzy got a goddamn nuclear bomb. We know they got one of them motherfuckers. And Pakistan. Hey, look, I'm not gonna get too far down that rabbit hole, but Pakistan has already come out, said if they find out Izzy's gonna use them, they're gonna get them. We're already too many people have already commented on it. Well, too many countries have already commented on it. I don't think it's gonna be no circle and hold hands moment. This shit is about to get serious quick.
And I'll tell you another stat, and I'm gonna go play the main event. 99% of species that existed on this planet are extinct, and now we have nuclear capabilities. We are a violent species. I just don't think we could try to keep the lid on the bottle as long as possible. But even with Trump saying Biden, all the presidents, I just think it's something to where this violence is going to happen. The Middle East is going to have to duke it out, and maybe we just sit back and kind of like referee the thing. So I'm gonna go to the main event, which ties into this. All right, let me play it and I'll get your opinions. I'm glad you came, Alexis.
Drafted in the military.
Like
By drafted, do you mean like when you turn 18, like you're automatically?
Okay, yeah, so men have to register for the selective service. Currently, there's not a draft in the United States, but all men in the United States at 18, in order to be able to vote and have other benefits, they have to register for the selective service, which would then make them subject to military conscription in the case that there was a military conflict which required a draft. So do you think women should be subject to selective service draft? Forced?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay.
I wouldn't even trust women to like fight for our country unless that's like that's their thing. You know, like if you're like that type of woman that you feel like you're stronger and stuff like that. But I just feel like no.
I think men are better than women.
She's kidding.
No, I'm not. They provide for us, and we must obey them because they are our masters.
April, stop it.
Leslie, you'll never land a bow with that domineering tone.
Gotta be real fucking honest with y'all. I don't know what these women shoved up their vaginas last time we went to war, all this we can do it shit. But I can't do it. And I belong in the kitchen where that's where men say I belong, and I respect that now. I can't do it. I'm gonna be at the house, making some bread. Yeah.
The same people that say masculinity is toxic want men to risk their lives in foreign wars that have nothing to do with us.
I put some work into that. Yeah.
That was your graphic at the end?
Yeah. That's my saying. Send the asteroid.
Who
wants to go?
I'll go first. I will say this: like, I was in the military, but I was IT, and it was girls there. Like, we would go to classes and stuff like that. So it's all types of different jobs: the cooks, mechanic. Like, it was a lot of girls that would supply. So it's all types of different jobs. It's not just like infantry or like, you know, all combat. Like, you need other stuff, like other jobs to be done.
And I'll jump in and I'll just say that, you know, I was a grunt. I was in the infantry and we didn't have any ladies in the infantry. But that's not to say that I didn't serve with some guys who I would have traded out for a woman with a thick pair of legs and a big ass to help carry some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've served with some guys that were kind of some limp dicks. I'm just going to say it. You know what I mean? A lot of Enzos. There's some Enzos in the
For fuck's sake.
I love how you think it's so funny just coming for me the entire time. Like, if you just want to do that,
you
that's
started
fine.
it, bro. You started it.
I didn't start nothing. I came in here and I said
you
exactly
told me
what I
to
said, and you wanted to call me a Nazi and still never gave me an explanation for it. And they wanted to call me a bootlicker.
Wait.
Bro, but the funny thing is, you're the same type of. I don't give a fuck if you're in the military or not. Thank you for your service, but you're a fucking cocksucker.
Well, thank me
I
for my
guarantee
service.
you.
It's
I
nothing
guarantee
coming
you
from a
this:
bootlicker
you
like you.
wouldn't say shit to my fucking face in person, or you'd be laid the fuck out, bro.
I got
Straight
hands
up.
too, bro. I got hands
act
too.
tough on the fucking internet. Shut your bitch ass
Dude, I
up.
act tough in real life, bitch. I'm
You
tough.
wouldn't fucking act tough to my
You're
face like that.
infantry
You wouldn't do shit.
Marine.
I've
Like,
met motherfuckers like
what
you
do
in
you
all my life, right? You the big fucking big mouth that always
Why didn't you
talks,
serve?
that fucking
Enzo,
buddy
why
got
didn't you
bullied
serve?
and went to fucking the
Enzo,
military,
Enzo,
and you think
Enzo.
you're a big and badass now because you fucking serve. Go fuck yourself.
Why didn't you serve?
Man
Straight up.
cave.
Why didn't you serve?
For sure. All right,
Why didn't I
guys.
serve?
Why didn't you
Because I didn't
serve?
want to. That's why.
Did your
Because I had
boots-
better
your feet
opportunities
hurt?
with my life
Did your
at
feet hurt?
18.
Did you want to sleep in your bed every night?
Okay.
No, I
All
wanted to make
Yeah,
money.
go
That's
ahead,
what I wanted to do.
Alexa. Go ahead, Alexa.
Yeah,
Okay.
let-
All right. So a female is actually going to speak because the two of you are acting like females by whatever standard
Sexist.
society deems worthy. Knock it off. Seriously, both of you. It's annoying. And it's SSGT, you did. I don't know how this got started. I was not here, but fucking jeez. What am I commenting on?
Yeah,
The video.
we know it says little dick energy. We get it.
Yeah,
can
it's,
put it
it's
down
a bit
now.
it's a bit annoying. Anyways, my whole thing here is that okay, so women. All right, look, I'm a strong woman. But I also too am a soft woman. I'm a feminine woman. I do appreciate a strong man, and as much as see the draft initially though, when men were selected, they were selected because women are the ones who bring the future into the world, right? You know, we are the insurers of our species. I mean, that's just how it worked back in the day. That's how it worked all the way back. So it makes sense, at least by standards of, you know, back then. However, if women want to serve, we can serve. I don't think that women are not capable. I cannot stand when other women say that we're like, "Ugh, I don't want," like, if you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. That's not you. That's not you. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to sit here and say, no, I don't think women should, like, we are very capable creatures. And as much as I appreciate and I know that we need men, because we do need men. Anyone who says that men don't need women or women don't need men, you're dead ass wrong. You're just completely and utterly wrong. You know, and I just can't stand this notion of women vilifying or demonizing other women because they choose differently than them. If I want to choose to be a stay-at-home mom and a stay-at-home wife, that's my choice. That's the whole reason why we fought for our rights, right? That's my right to choose. If a woman wants to go fight in battle, that is her right. More power to you, girl. I'm very proud of you. That is it, period. What's up?
Well, I would just say that it's not the video wasn't really highlighting like a choice, because obviously women can choose to serve and they do now. It was kind of central around being forced to serve from the draft. So I say that, you know, sign women up and let them be drafted, and they'll just fill, if need be, they'll fill the non-combat roles, and if need be, and if they're up to the snuff, put them in the infantry.
I'm curious though, how does that work for like pregnant women who are actively raising young people? Like, does the draft would it only call for one parent? Like, I feel like that's where it starts to get a little sketchy.
Well, you know, they would certainly have to come up with a change to the format of it. I think so now there's an exception.
Bring me a few of those proposed changes, and then I'll be happier to comment on it.
Well, I'm just saying, like right now, it's like if you're the only male, I think you don't get drafted, I believe, right? So there are already exemptions, and so we would just add pregnant women and other things to that. I would think that's.
Yeah, I think we had this discussion as far as like people trying to say it's a right. And I'm like, it's not a right. It's a privilege to serve in the military. It is not a right, because you can be denied at any time, and then they could change their mind later and say, hey, you know what? We need you with your flat feet right now. We running out of people.
With your scoliosis.
Yeah, it's not.
You fly a drone.
Yeah.
I see it as way more kills with a drone than you will with a machine gunner, like I was. Shit.
I see it as a privilege. But what I'm really saying is guys like me who get called toxic, who are more dominant leaders, don't take shit, not as compassionate about certain things. It's like, if we do have to go to war, y'all gonna look at us to fight it. Sergeant Pants just said it. He said it's a bunch of people he'd rather trade out because they probably was sissified.
Yeah, weak-minded fellas, you know, they're out there. You know, guys that just gets up, can't handle.
And that's
his whole job was just to fill the ice cooler with waters, man. Like, because he was just kind of a sissy.
Well, I can talk from my own experience. I did. I was a 92 Golf. I was working in defect. I was a cook, and I was attached to a cavalry unit, and they had 2 females in that cav unit, and those women outdid the men in everything. When I say everything, PT test, stellar. ACFT, stellar. Weapons qual, fucking stellar. I've never seen a woman that can shoot a 50 cal sniper and an M4 and get damn near perfect scores. So if you ask me across the board, if they want to sign up, absolutely let them sign up, because I've seen more than enough capable women in combat roles.
Enzo,
women want equality. Feminists want equality. They should be drafted. That's all I gotta say about
that. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to say, is like a lot of the women who are in these feminist roles say all men are bad. They say they rather hang with a bear than a man.
The bear ain't gonna grape them.
But there's far worse things.
Who's that?
Yeah. So my thing is like, now it goes back to what I said earlier, as far as the world has been too safe. And I think a lot of these feminists and other women who call people like me toxic, I even adopted a name. I'm toxic masculinist now. That's my other nickname. I own it.
I'm curious, like, what are you doing that they're calling you toxic?
Yeah, I'm so curious.
What do I do? I say what's on my mind, and I have standards, and you can't cross them.
Well, okay, but be a little more like, what are you saying? What are the standards? Like, what are they hearing that's making them go, "Oh, you're toxic"?
Too.
I'm the head of my household.
Okay.
I have the final say. I'll listen to my woman, but for the most part, I'm gonna make the final decision. If she can't get with that, she can get out.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, so she didn't leave. She got with it.
Yeah, she trusts me.
Okay.
So we don't have an issue. I would never get with a woman again who don't trust me.
That's
if you
good
can't
advice.
trust me to make the final decision as the man, then we don't need to be together. Because situations like this, if we go to war, it's probably gonna be better that I go serve than my wife, right?
I'm having trouble following the through line because it's like you get to like be in charge of everything on the slight chance that we have like a draft and you have to.
Well, I'm just saying anything, and it's something like I'm like, hey, I can't think of the guy's name, but he said if it's 2 a.m. and I ask you to go fix me a sandwich, you go fix me a sandwich, stuff like that. And then you ask the same woman, I can't think of what his name is, but he asked the woman, if somebody break in the house at 2 a.m. and he sleep, what are you gonna want him to do? You gonna want him to go get up and neutralize the threat?
I think that
so
depends
it's like,
on
go
who,
make me a sandwich.
I think that depends on who you're dealing with, because I know some women that go downstairs and they'll handle business. You might get up and it might be noise because she done did some shit to somebody.
What with a pistol?
Yes.
Unless you Clarissa Shield.
What you gonna use?
I'm gonna use my
pistol.
pistol.
Everyone's equal. Like that's the thing.
I'm
That's
saying
crazy.
I got
look,
a pistol too. I would use my pistol too, but I'm saying I still got hands. My
Volker,
hands would be bigger than my woman.
I hear you come from my window at night. You going right back out the same window you came in.
You guys seen that Brock Lesnar's daughter? She was kind of making her. All right, you think you want to run a fade with her?
Say who?
Okay.
Brock Lesnar's daughter. I'm just saying there are women out there.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? Women, they want a certain perception. Most women, if they don't think a man can protect them, they don't want to be with him. They have an expectation for a man to be the leader, to be tough. If he's girly or feminine any type of way, most women who are worth it aren't going to want that type of guy.
Now, I'll just jump in
So
here and say,
that's what I mean by it.
Some women feel more, feel safer with a guy who's kind of femmy or weak or whatever, because for whatever reason, they feel like he's not going to hurt them. You know what I mean? So that kind of goes both ways, at least for how women are choosing.
What?
Well, I'm just saying some women prefer a guy who they feel is like, I don't know, maybe more femmy or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so they can manipulate him. He doesn't have standards.
No, hold on. They might do that because they just feel safer with that person.
Nah,
they've had an experience in the past that has led them.
They want a guy that when they be like, I take care of the baby, I do this, and he done work 12 hours chopping up coal out of a mine. He come home and she still want him to help out with the baby, and she be like, well, I've been here all day, I've been doing this, and he be the type of guy that be like, yeah, you right, baby. Nah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
My wife do that. I'm like, hey, she be like, hey, can you help with this? I'm like, well, can you go change the oil? Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but no, you're changing the oil every 3 months and 3,000 miles. Them shitty diapers got to get changed every 3 minutes, dude.
It don't matter. She ain't got to go out and handle that. I handle that. You got your job, I got my job. Don't be trying to bring me. The thing is, I'll help, but don't try to shame me into helping. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of these women, they get those type of men to where they can shame them and they fall for it. They can manipulate them, mold them. They want that. Women like that are manipulative. The real type of women want a man who stand his ground, who can lead a tight ship and keep them safe.
I have a question. Don't you think it's shaming the same way in what you just said? Because you were saying he's been working 12 hours all day and he comes home, last thing he wants. Like, I'm just saying, like, is that something that you say to her as well? Like when she asks you, like, hey, I've been here with the baby all day. Well, and then you go, well, I've been working 12 hours all day. Da-da-da. I mean, isn't that like just shame and shame back and forth? I'm just curious.
Nah, it's true.
It is true. It is true. What she said is true too, though. I mean,
I'm saying, I'm saying if it's labor, but the thing is, it's like if I'm extra tired, leave me be.
Did you birth half of those children?
What does that matter?
I'm fucking with you. I'm just saying, you know, they do a lot. You know, it's a
God didn't tell me to do that. Like when people
God didn't tell me to do that. and
Guy
everything
didn't
she
tell you to
does.
change the oil either. Guy didn't invent
Yeah, he
cars.
did.
No,
I mean, my wife
He
almost
said if you
died.
don't, you're not gonna have a car.
I
She
know,
And
but
almost,
you
women
don't
are
gotta change
are
the
good
oil
for
on
that.
the car
Women are good for not
every.
changing their oil and blowing their engines too.
I have an electric car.
For sure.
I know I can't stand it either. Trust me,
Well,
I still have gas cars. But yeah,
great show, guys. Let's get to our final thoughts. Sergeant Penn, since you're the guest, we'll start with you. What's your final thoughts, and what did you think of the man cave?
my final thoughts. My name is Sergeant Pants 0331. Check me out at TikTok, Sergeant Pants 1330, YouTube and Instagram. I'm an old infantry machine gunner. I'm a father of 3, husband to 1, and the best thing under the sun. So that's my
Sure.
side.
Alexis, what's your final thoughts?
thank you guys for having me again. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. I move around a lot, so yeah, but I will do my best to work on that. Check me out at TikTok as well. I do a lot of topics like is misandry real, which I personally believe that it is. A little bit of Alexis, it's the same thing that's posted right here. But yeah, check me out and we can talk about it. I love people of all different backgrounds, all different sides. So check me out.
For sure. Enzo?
So I mean, it was a good episode. I'm still trying to figure out why Sergeant Crayon Eater was calling me a Nazi, but well, I guess we'll never know.
You're a bootlegger.
But so yeah, because I'm a bootlicker. That's the only reason. Cool. Yeah. So Sergeant Crayon Eater, maybe stay in your corner and just keep chewing on the orange crayons and stay out of this next time. So thanks.
I like crayons.
Yeah, we know.
King J, what's your final thoughts?
It was a good show. I appreciate y'all bringing me back up. For all my liberal left thinkers, come follow me so you can hear some good conversation. On TikTok, we hold debate panels Monday through Wednesday from 11 to 7, and then sometimes you can catch me after 9 o'clock. And Big Sergeant, I definitely gonna send you a follow because I definitely want to. I see you up on Skeptic Show. We have a good conversation. I think you will love it up there.
All right.
Oh, y'all know each other? Oh, okay. My final thoughts are tuned in to the new party tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the anniversary of when the submarine got sunk. We'll be talking about that over there. Spicy show. I mean, like, here, I know we come together. I know these are passionate, emotional topics, but on a new party, we come together. At the end of the day, we say how we feel. We put the information out there. And, you know, it's always good to have these conversations because it's going to help people learn. It's going to help people, you know, see that people can come together and have a constructive conversation. Man cave. Vulgar, what's your final thoughts?
Oh man. So I noticed what made me do this topic is I notice every time there's a threat of war, I start to see a lot of women say they're ready to go back to the kitchen or whatever they want to say, like in the video I showed. My thing is, it shouldn't take a war for even feminists, women alike, to appreciate men, even the ones y'all call toxic. That's not it, because guess what? When shit hit the fan, y'all are looking for all that toxic masculinity to protect y'all. So y'all should protect it. Even y'all should protect us and appreciate us even during peace times. And I'm not talking about the crazy Epstein type dudes. I'm talking about just men, conservative men who stand on core values and standards. And we seem like we assholes, but we really just want the best for our family and the people around us. Man cave.
All right, I'm gonna play the outro.